Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Wake Up CX. This week's episode is a nice and simple topic that we all already know, but at the same time it's just good to have a quick reminder. Hopefully this will act as your reminder rather than the one that I've got, which is a nice cut around my eye, which is accidents happen. If you take your mind off things and your focus slips a little bit, you can start to make mistakes. They're not big things, they can be so small and so simple, but it'll happen. And unfortunately, it's not 100% avoidable. If you're working in a busy environment, occasionally things are going to slip. And it's fine. It's not the end of the world. The whole point why I wanted to do an episode around this is because in my career, I've experienced it where I've made a mistake, something small, something simple, and I've not felt safe to, open up and own up to the issue, or when I have opened up to it, I've had people jump down my throat and tell me a new one, and it's like it was a mistake. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't a lack of knowledge. It's not that I didn't know what I was doing. It was just an honest mistake. They happen. I was ready to fix it and move on. But if you don't create an environment where people are safe to make those mistakes, it's gonna ruin everything. Now, if we're talking about a contact center and you're having your staff deal with 40, 50, 60 calls a day, whatever number it is, and they're quite repetitive, a little bit of complacency can slip in and they'll make mistakes. Now, that happens, that's fine. It's the cost of doing business. Occasionally there'll be errors. Now, if you address those errors quickly and you rectify them, if necessary, you contact the customer, you explain what happened, apologise and say, look, it's all been corrected now and it's not going to affect you any further. Just wanted to keep you in the loop. It's fine. The customer's not going to think any worse of you. It's not going to have a negative impact on you. It's just, those things happen. But if you're an employee in a business and you've made the mistake, and when it happens, you're not in a place where you feel that you can tell someone. Maybe it's something you can't fix yourself, and they start panicking. I can't fix this, I can't resolve this problem, I don't know what to do, but they don't feel safe enough to go and speak to someone that potentially can resolve it. This tiny little issue can snowball into something huge, and that's not good for anybody. Now, as much as we like to talk about creating fostering a really good environment for your staff, that comes through open communication and honest communication. You can't have an environment that's based on blame and finding fault with individuals. It just has to be accepted that occasionally mistakes will happen. We move forward. There's no need to get angry. There's no need to get annoyed. There's no need to get frustrated. Just because your staff makes a simple mistake, they don't need to go on a PIP. They don't need to be going through a disciplinary route. It's just a quick conversation. All right, fair enough. You made the mistake. We can fix it. This is what we've done. What led to this? Maybe we can ask the questions and we can do some investigation to see if it's something we can mitigate moving forward. But it's not about blame. It's about, look, how can I make it so that this doesn't happen again? Is it something that you feel, we're not doing? Are we not keeping you engaged enough? Are you bored? Because that will happen. If people get bored in their job doing the same thing all the time, more mistakes will happen. So you've got to keep your staff engaged, keep them focused, and keep them energized. That's the only way you're going to cut out the level of mistakes and the number of mistakes that you have in your business. But again, create the environment whereby staff are comfortable coming to you and speaking to you, and you'll ultimately reduce the number of errors you have. And if you don't reduce the number of errors you have, you will definitely reduce the severity of those errors, because you will have people confident enough to get the help to resolve them quicker. And the quicker you resolve an issue, the smaller the impact it will have. So again, not a big long episode today, a nice and short one. I'll go 10 to my cut and we'll all be fine. But yeah, just again, engage with your staff, keep them involved, open channels of communication, and it will save you a huge amount of hassle down the road, and it will help foster a better relationship with your staff, which will in turn reduce your attrition and help you keep on top of things moving forward. So that's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the nice quick episode of Wake Up CX. I shall see you again next week.